Yo, YouTube, and welcome to another build guide. This build guide we are testing Cosmic Drive in a standard setup. The only thing that is a little bit different are my runes. Talking about my runes, I had to correct them. I kind of fucked them up in Champ Select because I had to speedrun them because I had an idea. I wanted to test Ultimate Hunter 2 on AP UD because right now you kind of just... The way you play Max OD right now is kind of you just walk up and you use your R super stance, and it's kind of it. So if you have your passive up way faster, that's like a really good thing because you can always just drop your R. Maybe the team fight goes on and you get another R drop, right? But anyways, we have Conqueror standard, Triumph standard. In my game, I had a last stand, which was wrong. You should always go cut down if you go for an AP build because you're not playing to be in the enemy team's pocket. You just play to drop your R and leave. Right, and if you drop your R and leave, there's a very high chance that you graze somebody that's full HP, and they get the Liandry stack, and your cutdown is just gonna actually explode in damage over the game. Like usually you average like 1000 plus damage on cutdown. Then I have Ultimate Hunter. Ultimate Hunter basically just makes your passive cooldown shorter. So if I drop my R here, you can see it was like, what, 15 seconds instead of 20. That's a big deal. That's minus 5 seconds. We don't get to auto attack a lot. So that's why I'm like thinking that this rune page could be kind of baller. But in this game I had, unfortunately, a little bit scuffed runes in general. And Cheap Shot is really good. It's just like a little bit of chip damage you get every, I don't know, 4 seconds on your R. And it just helps you poke, right? You can even proc it twice if you have your... If you go from R1 to R2, you can even proc it twice, which is then 100 true damage, which is actually not bad. Double Adaptive Force, scaling health, normal max order, Liandry's into DMP into Cosmic Drive. The way Cosmic Drive work is you damage your champion, and then for the next 2 seconds you get 60 movement speed flat, which is actually really good because flat movement speed scales really hard of percentage movement speed, which we get a lot of on our E. So you can have like moments where you just completely zoom around like crazy, kind of like the old Face Rusher deer. Then Abyssal Mask, because it's pretty much the best magic resistance item for UD right now if you don't need a lot of MR. If you need a lot of MR, then go Force of Nature. Chaotic Rookin is also an option, and then Jug Show, just to finish it off, be tankier, make use of the mobility, etc, etc. You can also implement a Magi's here, you can implement a Rift Maker here, you could even technically implement a Rabadons here if you really want to be freaky like that. Mercs, because we needed CC reduction, and that's pretty much it, guys. With that being said, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, guys. Hope this game is gonna be a little bit easier to record. My last 2 recordings were literally completely griefed, unfortunately, and not by like anything, but the games were just really bad. I'm gonna start on chicken, see a path towards bot side. Bot side, of course, good carry. Really interested to see how this item will function on a normal UD build. I only did troll builds with this, so as far as I know, the Cosmic Drive. But if I go Liandry's DMP Cosmic Drive, I really wonder like how the movement speed is gonna feel. We have a little bit different runes here. I think we should have went Cheap Shot instead of Sudden Impact though, I just realized. It's not really good on... It's okay on Phoenix, you can proc it with your E. I'm not botched that, but I think it's okay. There's no real botching the Krug camp anyways, it's just a little bit awkward to clear for Udyr, to be really honest with you. I might just put the optimal runes in the build guide though, because I think that might be better. These runes are just not good for that. They are okay, they will do what they have to do. Assuming Kane started on bot side. Nope, he started on my bot side. That's very unlucky. Let me see if I can force a gank here. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. Of course, why not? Kane is still in the bot bush. Crazy. Crazy hamburger. Well, what do we do if we are in a situation like this? Just try to get our level 4. There's not much more we can do. Nobody covered our bot side, so we're just level 3. It's not like even that's like it's like an okay play to do if you think the enemy team is just complete. Like if you just play for the enemy team being completely garbage and never covering anything, right? Then you can do this, but if you play like a decent player, then it's kind of rough. Because then, like, I used to play cheese like this a lot too. I'm gonna take my... champion, walk into his top side. My Lux is extremely weak though here. It's just gonna be a cheese for cheese game. He might be on his bot side here, okay. It's my hope. It's gonna TP back in, right? Top catch. Thank you. It's a bit late, but I think it's gonna be okay. Why would you ever take the kill from an Udyr? Why would you ever just go out of your way to make the game harder? I'm Udyr, by the way, bro. I hate to break it to you, but having resources on Udyr is infinitely more important than having resources on Tahm Kench. It's essentially a troll what he just did, so... That's just how you can kind of figure out what type of skits you play, but just don't take the kill. Like, you literally lose, like, you make the game harder by taking the kill. What's the point? Like, right, like, you literally just make the game harder for 0, but whatever. Water under the bridge. I'm gonna go back and get my hunting guys. Oh, maybe I'm gonna look for a quick gank. Yeah, now you need it. Great, bro, the resources went in the right hands, for sure. I didn't even get the cancel on him. Oh, that's fine. So now it would be fine if he gets fisted, right? It would be totally chill if he gets fisted there. But he gets fisted with the only kill on the map, basically, or like one of the only kills. That is where it becomes an issue. It's because you get fisted while taking gold, bro. So now the gold that we have just doesn't exist. It's not gonna snowball into anything. It's huge. Oh, my Lux is good. I'm gonna take this anyways. Gonna wait a bit for Tarek. Gonna walk up now, put it in R. Holy shit, my... Man, Udyr is so clunky. I swear to God, this champion is just so clunky. My Q was on a 1-second cooldown, by the way. I don't like really want to like cancel my entire clear here for like one grub. Tahm Kench can take them if he wants. Like, I don't know, at this point, I don't like really care that much about the one grub. to get it. We have to go back, like right now we're unironically kind of trolling. If we have a, no, we don't have wards, but if we had a ward, then this is what be actually kind of good. And we can't go boots. You know what, bro? I'm actually gonna skip this for boots. I don't think Faded Ash is that insane anymore. It's okay for clearing. Like, it's a fine component, right? Like, if you have 900 gold, it's pretty much like one of the best components you can get in the game. But I kind of want the boots. Like, I just need some mobility on the map. Mid lane doesn't have flash, but we can also cook bot side. Just think about it like this: if I have hunting guys, I'm like a better fighter, right? So that means like every time I gank, I have a higher chance of actually getting something out of a skirmish, while my clearing is still fine. I'm gonna take walls and then walk bot side. She actually died to him. But I guess that's just how the mage matchup works sometimes. Right, because he can just land the combo and then you're just dead. Even if he has flash or no flash, it doesn't matter that much. Chill max. Could look for a dive here, but find it kind of unnecessary. Oh, we should walk here, Flux can. I have to fight here. Nami might be, Seraphim might be here too. Kane is probably on chickens right now. Unless he went back. He shouldn't have went back though. Now he's in the wall. That's fun. I'm gonna leave here. This is water. This is actually a good water. Where is it? Yeah. She has flash and barrier. Not bad. Yeah. We basically got all their sums, so I guess we take this as a W. We don't have Kai'So. And a Chenamadi here. I can buy my item, that's kind of like the most important thing anyways. Get my first item. That's basically just audio gaming. But yeah, personally, I find it like very interesting to have chat enabled sometimes. Like, it just like really shows you that people are just playing on autopilot and blame you for anything, right? If these people would all play like optimal like crazy, the game would be like completely different, right? We would give resources to champions that need resources. I really don't want to use my passive on that. That's actually good damage. Look at the HP. And Kensh's prior. But I should have actually used my E on it. We have Tarek here. I'm just gonna say we are chilling. If Tam Kench doesn't troll, of course. I'm gonna actually use a W2 here because we have Ultimate Hunter. Let him walk up, I don't mind. Perfect. Perfect. And now we can just go Dragon 2. not gonna fight this because it's just gonna slow me down for the dragon play. I honestly think that Ultimate Hunter in low elo is not even a bad rune on AP Udyr. On AD Udyr I wouldn't say it's that good because generally speaking AD Udyr plays for 1 damage rotation and a kill, right? Usually you don't really play for extended fights. Yeah, it's nice to be able to use your E2 without losing everything, but still. It's not like you're gonna E2 into a fight and then just auto attack like 8 times and get your passive back up. And the reason, like that is, by the way, this is how Udyr is designed in theory. Udyr is not really designed as a champion that walks up to a team fight, presses his passive once and walks out. The way he is designed is you walk in, you press your passive over and over and over again while staying alive while using your right super stances, right? That's like kind of how it works. I think what they could do in theory, but I don't think right now is the right time for this, is make it so that hitting champions with your auto attacks actually gives you more reduction on your passive, or just make him tankier. Make him tankier so he can actually do this, you know. Like that is the issue right now. Like right now he can't even really do this because it's just so squishy that he just dies instantly if he tries. And Udyr would be a very, very juggernauty champion if he would play like that. Honestly, if he would play like, I go in, I proc my super stance, I proc my super stance again, he would be a very juggernauty champion. Right now he's more like either a mage or a scuffed tank. So a little fail there when it comes to the rework for sure. I can fight this slow. He's gonna look for his camps. No? Even with Ultimate Hunter, I can't proc it consistently. Wow, I just died to some random mage ability. I think I shouldn't have played it like that anyways. Don't think that was the wisest choice. Actually, let me get marks and then build it into DMP. Then from DMP I can build my Cosmic. And then Cosmic Abyssal Mask. But yeah, I like to experiment with stuff like this. Like, I like to just go for like an Ultimate Hunter every now and then, and just to see how does Ultimate Hunter land right now in the meta. Of course, I'm always like keeping my principles in mind. I'm not just randomly gonna say that Ultimate Hunter is great on AD Udyr, because AD Udyr especially is very fragile. It's a very fragile champion. Right? Because like, think about it also like this, even if I get CC'd this AD Udyr, my damage is gone. My damage only exists in a vacuum where I can stun somebody and do 2 to 4 auto attacks. That's where like AD Udyr's spectrum of existence is. If I get stunned, no. If I get peeled, no. If I get slowed, no. So like AD Udyr is even more fragile in that sense. Like even in that fight just now I couldn't proc my passive like on repeat. Given I don't have all stacks, but that's kind of not why you take this rune. Like, you can't really play for full stacks. Could have flashed, but don't think it's worth it. I don't know about flashing in there, bro. I find that a little bit extreme. Yeah. Especially if you don't ult yourself. I don't think that was the right play because we didn't, at the time, didn't even 100% know if we are alone there. But she doesn't have flash. I don't mind that. Played that pretty clean. It's kind of how you play AP Udyr right now, is to just drop your R. Which I think is kind of boring, it's bogus, to be really honest with you. I would much rather, again, maybe deal less damage, be much tankier. I think in general that would be more fun, right? Like, you deal a little bit less damage, but you are significantly tankier. Optimus Prime. Okay. He's slow, but I can't like really force it because everybody is kind of just there. I need my items, man. Right now I'm just playing kind of standard Phoenix with an off-standard rune. I really want to get my items so I can show you guys whether this item can replace a standard build or not. I think technically it can, by the way. Technically it can replace a standard build because like Riftmaker is really great if you can get people to stay in your R, and that's usually melee champions. So if you're against a little bit more squishy ranged comp, I think this could be pretty decent. I think I need Lucian. Yeah, Lucian and Hue. Let me get Lucian here. Oh, maybe both of them. That would be amazing. It's fine, we get the kill here. I mean, Tim Kench just on a rampage. It's going crazy, guys. We got the stack, that's all that matters. Game is too snowbally. The everlasting curse of making videos. Either the game is too snowbally or the game is too inty. I want a close game, you know what I mean? These are like the best. Like the games where it's like close as hell. And you pull through. It's like my favorite games, man. Nothing happening here, I'm just gonna go back to CSing. We can force this. Probably should. They know that we are on here though. We will have to turn this. We should not tank the passive for so long. But I just want somebody to go in, to be honest. That's fine, we played it nice and slow. But yeah, man, I would love if Udi would be like more like this, right? That could be actually a really, really cool adjustment for Udi in general. Make him much more tanky, maybe make his W even much stronger. And make him just like a champion that can just go in and proc his damage comes out slow and like more DPS, like more like an Yaoi. But also make it so that, of course, there's a moment where you're just like Exodia. Like, and a Juggernaut needs that. Especially a Juggernaut that can only walk, bro. Right? A Juggernaut really needs that feeling of, hey, this is my my Darius 5 stack, my Yaoi 5-man ult moment, right? Every Juggernaut needs this. My Mordekaiser, I just altered a very high value target. Just gonna try. Seconds for my ults. I had a feeling I'm gonna kill somebody there with my R. I guess you're just gonna do the goblin strat and back on the full item. But yeah, I would love that, guys. I think, like, now that I think about it, it's so much cooler. It would be so cool if you could actually stay in a fight, be a complete raid boss the entire fight, and just, like, get your passive again and again and again if you use the right passives. Like, if you use W when you have to tank, if you use your E when you have to dodge CC, right? That would be so freaking cool. But right now, Udia plays more like, hey, I woke up once and I'm gonna press my R2 like a scuffed Victor. And I hope this damage is enough, I guess. And sometimes I get to auto-attack a little bit. Little bit lame. A little bit lame, bro. Movement speed's incredible with the setup. Holy. Wow. Ah, they're just gonna end here. Sleeper. But still, was still a good gameplay, guys. The movement speed is like kind of nuts with this though. Maybe we don't end. Perfect. Maybe there's at least another fight. Nice. Always hard to make like a game interesting, but also a W, you know. I ain't Kalushi, I think. Good. Not good, they're still losing. Shit. I don't want them to just like straight up snowball win this fight, man. Relax, guys, so you're not. Give this guy some breathing room. I'm not gonna push after the inhib. He's gonna tilt, but I don't care. I want at least a fight. Like, give them at least a 3v5. Okay. Passive up in 7. Mobility is quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. You can definitely do a lot with the mobility is all I'm saying. And of course you get all the ability haste too. I would say it's a pretty cool build. I would just have to think when I can incorporate this over Riftmaker, because Riftmaker in theory just helps you press R better. It's just a bigger R. Where Cosmic Drive in theory would be better if Udyr was a normal champion that actually uses his kit normally. But right now you play Udyr like a tank. I mean like a mage. I kind of even understand why Riot is reluctant to nerf Udyr. Because it's like Udyr just plays like shit right now. Honestly, guys, it's not cool. I'm sorry, it's not cool that his main playstyle is walk up and press R2. It just isn't. Okay, we had decent damage, 27k. Unfortunately, we could have had way more, but I just tried to stall the game out. A lot of damage to objectives, 50k, that's actually a lot, 26k damage here, 57k damage mitigated, and 38k damage taken. Unfortunately, there is not a stat for how fast you ran, because we would surely win that stat. Anyways, guys, if you liked this video, give it a like, subscribing would be much appreciated, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.